We all get nervous at some point in our life, whether we have to present something or to perform in front of an audience, give a speech, dance recital, or just meeting new people, period. Everybody gets butterflies in their stomach. But what I want to talk to you today about is social anxiety disorder, which is well beyond that. Social anxiety disorder, formerly known as social phobia, and some people actually refer to it as a performance anxiety disorder, is because it is the fear, this excruciating, harsh fear of performing in front of others in which you feel like you're going to be negatively judged, ridiculed, humiliated, that you won't do a good job, and that because of that, you will suffer the consequences of embarrassment, low performance. It's not so much as, oh, you can't hang with social people or you can't be in social settings, because I myself have social anxiety disorder and I run with the best of them. I am probably one of the biggest social people. Once I understood the symptoms, what causes it, how it's triggered, I was literally able to tie it back to the first significant event in my life that I believe changed my life. I used to do stand-up comedy. I was always a class clown. I always made people laugh. Didn't matter if you were white, black, Hispanic, female, male, Asian. Didn't matter. I just wanted to laugh and have a good time and just tell some jokes and just be crazy. And in my senior year, I got voted most humorous. And it was in that year that I actually started doing stand-up comedy. And I would get up, every Wednesday night, amateur night.
Don't hook up with the wrong female. Female, don't hook up with the wrong man, because I'm telling you, there's always a flaw.
Started getting better, building up confidence. But then there was one night that I got my big break, and I ended up running into a well-known comedian. He says, well, look, I'll give you 3 minutes. Come on the stage tonight. I'm gonna let you rock it. If you do well, we'll bring you back next week, and we'll just keep going as far as you can. I was floored. Wow. This was the big break I'd always been waiting for. And it was finally here. I'm 18. I called my dad excited and I told him, he was like, okay, well, did you rehearse material? Yeah. I've been rehearsing, I'm still rehearsing. Can you take me tonight? We went out to the Comedy Zone that night like we always had. And I'll never forget it, but there were these two girls that were coming back to their cars, and they were just cursing, just like, F this, blah. And they were like, I don't know why you're going up there, because they're sold out. And my father, he's a proud father. Well, my son is performing. And anxiety starts to sink in even more. As we get closer and closer to the door, my level of anxiety is just inching higher and higher. And we get to the door, and then the lady says, I'm sorry, we're at capacity. We can't let anybody else in. And again, my father, he's a proud father. My son's performing. And she says, oh, okay, well, who was going to let him up on stage? My father says, Tone X was going to let him up on stage. She says, okay, well, let me go ahead and get him. So she went one way, and I went the other way. And I never touched comedy again. I literally felt like I was about to die that night. I can't even describe how debilitating this power, this force was over me. I couldn't do it. I couldn't face it. This was more than butterflies. This was more than just, I literally was about to lose it. And I'll never forget, my dad kept saying, Reggie, where you going? Where you going? Come back. I was like, Dad, let's just go. Let's go. We got into the truck. He drove me home. I never said a word the whole way home. never touch comedy again. That night I gave up on my dream. Because of a fear, an intense fear of being judged negatively. A fear of not performing up to what I believed the audience or who would be watching would judge me. Years went by, 18 to be exact. There wasn't a year that I didn't think about getting back up on the mic. There wasn't a year that I didn't think about, wow, I left my dream behind. What could I have been? What should I have done? But 18 years later, through encouragement from friends and family, I start writing again. And I finally get back up on the mic. And I'll never forget, there was this place in town, comedians call it The Workout. It's kind of a bar where you go kind of like test out new jokes. And I went there with a new set, like some new jokes that I had. And at the time, my girlfriend and her friend, they were there with me. And I got up on stage. I told my jokes. Didn't feel good through it at all. It was like, ugh. It was like pulling teeth, but I continued to press through. When I got finished, it was just like, whew. I got that done. I didn't chicken out. I did it. I got up on stage, said my jokes. Whether I got one laugh or 20, more like 2. But then after, I had to go use the restroom. And I had to use the restroom. And literally I was in the restroom for maybe 30, 40 minutes. When I came back, my girlfriend and her friend, they were like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, like, what's the matter? And they said, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, like, it's good. The next comedian after me didn't even tell any of his jokes. He spent his entire time clowning my set. And everybody thought I went and hid because my set was so horrible. And it wasn't the greatest set. It wasn't the greatest jokes. But there was such a peace that came over me that night, and it was because that night I didn't quit. I still got up on the stage. I got up on the mic, and it didn't deter me. If anything, it egged me on to do even more. I was proud of that night. Even though it wasn't so-called successful, even though it wasn't like, woo, the fact that I got up there and did it, and I wasn't held back in fear or cared what anybody else thought. I didn't care about what the performance was or what it wasn't.
And I don't hang so much just on the floor. What my brother does.
And at the end of the day, and this is something that I'll leave you with, I'm reminded of a poem called The Entrepreneur's Credo. Some people call it The Uncommon Man. I choose not to be a common man. It's my right to be uncommon if I can. I seek opportunity, not security. I do not wish to be a kept citizen, humble and dull by having the state look after me. I want to take the calculated risk, to dream and to build, to fail and to succeed. I refuse to live from hand to mouth. I prefer the challenges of life to the guaranteed existence, to the thrill of fulfillment, to the still calm of utopia. I will never cower before any master, nor bend to any threat. It's my heritage to stand erect, proudly unafraid to face the world boldly and say, this, with God's help, I have done. And so will you.